you've probably seen a chart like this, or a chart that looks like this, which basically overlays global M2 money supply with Bitcoin and with a 90-day lag, and basically foreshadowing that Bitcoin's about to see an explosive move above 200,000. If you have seen this chart, then you've probably seen also quite a bit of criticism of people saying that this chart is not accurate and that it's misleading and whatever. But when it comes to charts like these, or I guess like price predictions and stuff like that, I always try to think is like, what if it's possible that this is actually accurate, but for the wrong reason? And in this case, it actually ties into something that I've been watching for a while, and that's the possibility that Bitcoin's basically tradable supply is being restricted, and that we could have a supply squeeze. This is something that we've also seen discussed a lot on Twitter/X, and of course we've also seen a lot of people coming out and kind of pointing out the nuances and basically saying that like, yeah, there has been a decline of Bitcoin on exchanges, but that's because a lot of this Bitcoin has been going into the ETFs, and when you factor in for the ETFs, you haven't really seen that big of a drawdown in basically balances in these different instruments, let's say of Bitcoin. And the conclusion there being is that we can't possibly have a kind of like short squeeze event. But the thing is that, like, objectively speaking, the liquid supply of Bitcoin has been declining. Like, there's more and more people who are hodling. There's more and more entities that are basically buying and hodling, like a MicroStrategy, right? And we're seeing more and more publicly traded companies coming out and buying. And this does actually set the stage, in my view, for a supply squeeze, especially when you consider that the newly available supply of Bitcoin that's coming onto the market from miners, it's not very big. So if you continue to see these big buys from like MicroStrategy and these guys, it actually does set the stage potentially for a supply squeeze. And it probably wouldn't be very long-lived, but it could actually happen.